Hey, how's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at a $1,000 new PC build in the market as of right now on September 18th of 2025. I am not sponsored by Newegg or Best Buy or anything like that, but it would be cool. But we're gonna definitely use some of the more popular websites online onto building our $1,000 budget PC. So you're gonna see that today, and there is things on the used market, right, that I would say would be better for trying to stay within your budget. I would highly recommend looking for a used GPU with higher performance than what I will be recommending in today's video as we shop around. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to today's video and let's see what we can build that's brand new for $1,000 or get close to it at least. So, and we're gonna choose the red team, just to let you guys know. Alright, so we are here at newegg.com. We're going to go ahead and check out some of their things right now. So what I want to look at first, if I was going to go shopping, is bundles. Let's see what bundles they have currently right now. Intel, we're going to stay away from Intel. Even if you're going back 10th or 12th gen, it's still kind of irrelevant at this point. So right now, let's build our combo. So you can see here at the top, one of these guys right here with the 9800X3D motherboard and RAM, you're already at $870. Or if you wanted to go Intel, you can save yourself an extra $200 at $652. So that might be a way for you guys to go. But as of right now, we are wanting to stick with AMD. So we're going to do an AMD build at $1,000 or less. So something that I've seen recently is the 9000 series in the Ryzen 7 and Ryzen 5. Some of those CPUs have been really good in both gaming and processing power. So let's take a look at it here. Looks like they've got, look at this, you get an AIO cooler for free, a 240 millimeter. Wow, that is a great deal for $200. So if I saw this, I would be like all over this right now. So look at this, you got a 7700X. That's going to be an 8-core, and you still get another cooler there for free. But we're trying to maximize our stuff and see what the newest gen stuff we can get. So honestly, if I was looking at this, a 6-core, if I was just going to do gaming, that's more than enough, you know, for most of the major games. But if I wanted to do the 8-core, I think the 7700X right here is probably the best deal you can go with. Now it's still on DDR5. And you're still on the AM5 platform, so you can choose to upgrade down the road or down the line. Here's another great option here. Let's zoom in a little bit so you guys can see this a little bit better. Sorry there. Let's do here. Okay, so we are here right now. We have, man, this is some great times right here. So right now, in between this right here, right, the 7600X, if you're going to do that one with a terabyte, it's not really that great of a deal, or the 9600X right here. So if I was just strictly gaming, I would probably go with the 9600X. But since I'm also getting a free cooler up here with the extra core, the 7700X, of course, is still going to be the better option, because as of right now, the 9700X, the newest generation of that, doesn't have any bundles. So I would click this. That's where I'm going to go at right now. And let's look at the motherboard. Let's see what other deals they have coming on here. Let's just do mini ATX. We're not really looking at form factor right now. So we have the cheapest motherboard right here. And this one here has, you can do 256 gigs of RAM. Man, that's crazy. So we got the B650EM, because I want to put most of my money towards the GPU, and that's where it's going to be pretty crazy. But it looks like here it says processor, motherboard, you get $40 to $50 off. So let's see what happens if I add this in there to my cart. Oh, look at that. You actually save more. Wow. So at $199, you get the Asus B850 Max Gaming Wi-Fi, which I have an 850 version right now in my streaming PC, and that's a really good tier type of motherboard to have with all these features. So let's go ahead and look at this. Let's do a quick view, and let's see what it has here for the specs. So this is actually really good. I'm so excited for you guys. Man, this is really good time to build computers. Look at this, and you can do 8,000 mega transfers on your RAM kits, which you don't really need. 6,000 is the best. So dual channel, that's fine, doesn't matter. 2.6 is better than 4. Wow, I am so excited for you guys. I hope this video really helps you guys right now, and I hope if you see this sooner than later and you're looking to upgrade or build a new PC, do it now in this month in September, and hopefully with Black Friday, things like that approaching, I hope there's better deals and combos like this. So M.2 drives, this is great right here. So it has PCIe 5.0, which is awesome. So you get 1 slot of that, and then you get 3 extra slots on, actually hang on here, let's see how many slots are here. So yeah, you got 3 slots total of M.2 or M.2 drives, from what I am understanding here. Right, one of them is a PCIe 5.0, which is the most latest one, and then you have 7.1 surround, 2.5 gigabits per second, Bluetooth 5.3, and you got a ton of I/O support in the rear, which I love just because I got a bunch of stuff plugged into my computer. Man, this is a great deal and great combo, man. Look at that. And it's beautiful. So I guess we're going to go with the white build setup, and let's see what we can do with that. And another thing too that I like about this, guys, is you have your, looks like your BIOS flash here. So what that means is you can actually flash your BIOS to the most current BIOS firmware that's available through the manufacturer, right? And I've found this super helpful because I can go on another computer, grab the BIOS on, put it on a thumb drive, and then load it into there, and then I'm done. And you can even do that without even powering up the whole computer, right? There's ways and stuff like that, and there's videos out there supporting this, but this is super sick. It's got Wi-Fi 6E, which is completely fine. I'm usually hardwired and stuff like that, but wow. Great motherboard, great combo. I would definitely stick with this right now. We're only at $409 right now. That's so cool. And you get a free cooler, I believe. So let's go ahead. Let's see if this combo deal sticks through. We haven't even gotten through to the other websites yet. So let's move into the memory first before we even touch the GPU, because I want to leave as much money as we can into the GPU. So here we go. We got, let's see, what's our CAS lane? So CL36, CL32, let's do, remember, the lower this number, the faster it is. So let's just leave it at that. And then let's look at 6,000 or higher. So we're going to look at 6,000 or higher. And what is our cheapest kit right now at 6,000? It's going to be the Corsair kit. So we're going to do this right here. Right, yeah, CL36, it's okay, you know, it's not the fastest, but oh well, we're here trying to build the best thing. So SSD M.2 drives, this is going to be great. Let's see, can we do, man, there's a lot of free stuff you can get right now. 1 terabyte just to get us started, right? Or if we can get a deal with a 2 terabyte, 2 terabytes going to be the best option there. So we got 109 for the Western Digital. I've used this myself, they're okay. Like, again, you're not really going to notice it. M.2 drives are pretty quick now. So I think the best bang for your buck is definitely going to be this Western Digital SN5000 drive, because for 2 terabytes, you're going to want that. So let's do that. $606. Power supply, if we're thinking future proof, you know, I'd recommend 1,000, but 850 is going to be your best bet. And also remember, your power supply is going to dictate what type of GPU you're going to get. So right now, do we have anything that is more? Is there more to this? This is all that they're providing us right now. 850 gold. I feel like you can get cheaper power supplies. So let's not add a power supply just yet to this, because like I said, you can get some cheaper ones, and these ones are pretty terrible. So let's look at the GPU here really quick. If our target, we want 16 gigs, right? We want 16 gigs. So here we go, 9070 XT, $700. We're kind of X-nay on the next nay, so we don't have a huge option here of GPUs. Wow. So this is where, again, going into the used market is going to be probably your best bet. So let's see if we wanted a case. Yeah, this stuff is going to be terrible. So let's go and do, let's go add all to cart, and let's see what actually happens here, right? So we got combo up savings. Where's our cooler at? So we get a free cooler, so we don't need to worry about that, right? So we got all of this. So right now we're at $606 with this build list right here, as you guys can see, right? This is what is happening right now. So we're at $606. Let's leave that. We got a free AIO cooler. Now let's go into Best Buy here. We're gonna look at, actually, let's go back here. Let's go into, let's look at power supplies. Let's just do sold by Newegg, right? And we're gonna go to lowest price. Yikes. We're definitely not gonna go with these cheap ones. Thermaltake isn't bad. Thermaltake is not bad. And then MSI mags, great power supplies. I've personally used them, and I have a couple buddies that have them right now in their system, and they love them. We need, where are we at here? Let's go capacity. Why is there no range for amount of power? Interesting. Maybe it's in there. I just haven't. Oh, here we go. Maximum power. Okay, let's apply those three because we need 800 or more. So Roswell, they've been around for a long time, and I have seen some of their power supplies last forever. But we have AsRock here at 85. Thermaltake. You've got another Roswell. So let's go with, actually, you know what? I think Best Buy's got it cheaper right now. I was just looking recently. So they don't have anything power supply related, but let's look at graphic cards real quick. I mean, we're not going to find anything within our $1,000 right now, right? So here, let's do this. Let's go. Honestly, your ARC GPUs aren't bad. Honestly, you get the 12 gigs. Here, let's do this. Let's go 12, 16, 20, and 24. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. All right. So the 3060 is a little bit older, you know, but you can't really play a lot of new games that you would want. Wow, this is a great deal. 7900 XTX back down to $800. That's an awesome deal. But let's look for the ARC cards, because we know for a fact that these ARC B580s now can actually pack a punch. So we've got this guy. We're trying to go with an all-white build. The Titan's pretty sweet. I don't know if you guys have seen those. Okay, so we got an open box version here. Here you go. And then we have, so yeah, that AsRock Steel Legend. I think that's the same price. Alright, so we are at $876 with the ARC card in there. And then let's go into Best Buy, because all we need is a power supply and a case. Going back to where we were at, so we're looking at a 850 watt power supply. This Thermaltake is already modular, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So let's just do $85, right? And where are we at here? So pulling up that calculator. Let's see, we still need a case. So 876.96 plus 84.99. We're at $961.95. And then we'll look for a case. So let's go here. Actually, yeah, they didn't have any power supplies. So let's look up desktop case. All right, so we're looking at cases. Look at this. This is perfect. Actually, how much money do we have left? $40. We got ourselves a Montec. This is a micro ATX. That's not gonna be good there. So let's go lowest price here really quick. Micro. I don't need micros, bro. Dang. Okay, so here's a mid ATX. All right, Bears B Gears B Vigor RGB steel. That case looks so old, like style. Wow. Well, this one looks pretty cool. Look at this. it's got pretty decent ratings. I mean, both these cases do. All right, let's just say this one don't look too bad either. Look at this. Okay, so let's just say we got this case here. All right, this is what we're dealing with. This is our budget here, folks. We're trying to keep it at 1,000, right? So let's see, what do they have here? All right, pretty open case, right? But we're also trying to look for a white case. I just realized they don't have any white cases. Oh, look at that pink one. Nice. Here we go. Oh, here we go. An open box. But this is a micro ATX. Oh, it's gonna be tiny. Oh no. Micro ATX again. Mid tower. Here we go. But this is an open box. That's actually not bad. So let's go ahead and look at this, right? But I want something that you guys can purchase. Wow, we have no cases. So we're gonna have to go with something like this. I mean, a micro ATX case. So we're gonna have to settle in on this color here, right? If you have $1,000. So this is all brand new components. So we've got this mini tower case with a rear fan. All right, we're gonna go with this guy here. Actually, let's look this up. Let's see, we got some RGB lighting. I really hate this case layout though. It's got the RGB in the front. Oh, I mean, it's not too bad. Look, they don't even have those GTX 980s, bro. This is an old design case. We're not going with that. We're gonna go with something like this. USB 3.0 DIY case. Oh, this one looks pretty sick. Look at this guy. Right. All right, let's see how we like this. Okay, all right, it's a little bit modern design. All right, okay. We've got 5-star rating out of the 6 random people that have picked this case up. Let's see. Can we get to the reviews portion here, please? Let's see. What do people say? Man, that looks sick, actually. Whoa. That is some horrible cable management by this person. Actually, that's a pretty decent case, guys. Wow, that's actually really nice looking. Super futuristic. Has a theme to it. Yeah, okay, we're going to go with this add to cart. No thanks. Let's view the cart again. And here we're at $925 with a power supply GPU. All right, so let's add in the $48.99. So we're at $10 right here over our budget. So this is a pretty decent computer right here, right? We've got everything that we need from gaming to editing and everything else in between. I mean, you could even save some money if you wanted to drop down to a 1 terabyte drive there if you really wanted to, and then add it in later on. But I'm pretty happy with this build out right here, guys. So this is gonna be your AMD like budget build at $1,000 right now. We're getting closer to what I remember building PCs on a budget would be. Like my budget would be like $500 to $600, right? And we're getting closer to that mark here. So we're about, we're still about $400 to $500 away from that $600 mark or $700 benchmark to where you could buy and build brand new computers and components. And again, you can also save some more money, obviously taking another $100 off here, right, and going down to that six core processor with that 9600X, which is the newer Ryzen 9 series. But let me know your guys' thoughts. Again, this is September 18th of 2025. These are the bundle deals and things like that. Newegg's really got it going. As you guys saw, the power supplies were definitely cheaper here at Best Buy, and just things like that. So learn to shop things around, right? And other than that, I'm pretty happy with this turnout, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You guys know what to do. Drop in a like and things like that will help my channel out. And I appreciate you guys joining today on this video here. This is pretty exciting. So I'm stoked. So if you guys are looking to upgrade your PC or build something new or a secondary PC or whatever you want to do, I think we're almost there. The world is healing, kind of. Could be getting worse. Who knows? But this is Radzone signing off. Keeping it real, keeping it hot, and keeping it raw. Your normal 9 to 5 guy bringing some high quality content for you guys to enjoy. I'll see you guys on the next video.